Now, we've been in version 2.0 for a couple of days now. We got to do the story in its entirety, which was fantastic. The story was really good, albeit the ENVA was not fully voiced. That's a discussion for a different video. We got to do the events, which was fantastic. We got to pull for the modifiers, build them up, and test them out. It's been a really good time. We've been having fun, right? But people are now wondering, what are the modifiers coming out after 2.0? What is the banner schedule looking like? What should I be prioritizing? What should I be looking forward to? That's a great question, and I want to discuss it in today's video. So I do hope you enjoy. I hope you get some value from it. Let's go ahead and hop straight into it. So we have part 1 that we're in right now, and that's going to be till January 29th, as you can see there. And then we're going to be moving into part 2. That's going to be January 30th through February 19th. Now, what is the modifier coming in part 2? And what's going to be coming after that? Great questions. Once again, you guys are asking some great questions. Let's go ahead and talk about it at this time right now. A quick massive shout out to the sponsor of the channel, GamerSupps. If you want anything from GamerSupps, a link will be in the description down below. Go ahead and click on that link, take you right over to this store. Peruse the store, check it out. They have a great deal going on right now with this brand new waifu shirt and waifu cup. If you get any GamerSupps, you get a free waifu cup in that new one, and it looks fantastic, right? They have amazing flavors, all organic, gives you incredible energy as well, and it's cost effective. They have amazing designs, all collectibles. Go ahead and check out the store. I implore you, see if you like anything. I'm sure you'll find something, and if you do, go ahead and use my code Further Beyond Gaming at checkout. Gives you 10% off everything, so that way you save, you're not paying full price, and you're also supporting the channel so we can do bigger and better things. That one's sold out. That's crazy. Anyways, thank you guys so much for all the support. I do truly appreciate it. My goodness, they're selling out like hotcakes. Anyways, thank you guys so much. I appreciate all the support. Now, massive shout out to Fluxcaros for the banner schedule. I always reference this banner schedule because it is absolutely spot on. So massive shout out to you, my friend. Thank you so much. I do truly appreciate it. Now, we are in part 1, like I mentioned, and that is Ling Wang and Jin Woo. And then we're going to be moving into part 2. Now, keep in mind, the global can shake things up because they have done that in the past. So take everything that we're talking about right now with a massive grain of salt, because everything is subject to change. But if we stick with the CN timeline, which once again that can change, it should be Mengzheng in part 2, which is fantastic. A lot of people have been looking forward to Mengzheng Sasuke. I've been looking forward to him. So he should be coming in part 2. And if I'm not mistaken, if I am mistaken, you let me know in the comments down below. But if I'm not mistaken, he should be in the standard banner as well. So he should have a standard banner and then a limited up drop rate banner, which would be fantastic. Alongside him for the A ranks are going to be Enlil, Kingu, and Hermes. Once again, if we stick to the same timeline as CN and the way they did things, and then a brand new sigil tailor-made for Mengzheng, so you can look forward to farming that up as well. So that should be in part 2. Now, what's coming after 2.0 in part 2? It should be the highlight, one of the most anticipated modifiers alongside Ling Wang and Jin Woo, and that is Gong Chen. This is the modifier that everybody's been looking forward to. This is the one that I've been looking forward to, and this is quite honestly the one that you should be highlighting and prioritizing moving forward. This is the next, what I would consider must pull after Ling Wang, is Gong Chen. Gong Chen, a fantastic modifier, not only in her own right, on her own, because of what she brings with her skills, but also to complete the Ling Wang Jin Woo team. Now, so that is what you can expect, and that's going to be version 2.1. After that, in part 2 of version 2.1, it should be Lu Liang and a new sigil alongside her for that, and then possibly a Hell rerun. This is where things get a little interesting, because I've noticed on Global they've just been skipping a lot of the reruns, and it's almost as if they're cutting out the fluff and getting right into the hard-hitting stuff, what people are really wanting, which is the new modifier and the new patch. So there is a good possibility that they could just skip that rerun altogether. Possibly, I don't know. They might keep it in there. It just really depends, because if they skip it, then that's another way to kind of speed things up to possibly catch up to CN. So they could do Lu Liang, skip that Hell rerun, go right to Ying Zhao, which Ying Zhao would be the next modifier, and that looks like it would be the start of 2.2, with Jin Woo being in the standard banner coming back, which would be fantastic for people that missed out. And then we'll have Ying Zhao there for the limited up drop rate. And then moving into 2.3 is where there is that Scotty glow up with the synchro buff, and then possibly a Leviathan rerun. We would have to see. Once again, they could skip that altogether, move straight into 2.4 with Mitsuha, and Mitsuha is going to be the premier support for the Ice Team comp with the Scotty glow up, or with Izanami, which we're going to talk about here in just a second. So if you're looking to build that Ice Team and for it to be optimal meta, you would want to have Mitsuha. So this is the next modifier that you should be targeting or looking forward to for that Ice Team comp. and then a Kagasuchi rerun or on the standard banner, and that will be 2.4. And then this is where things get a little interesting. A Tsukiyomi rerun, and then we have an Eshera, and we have a Jinne here for 2.5. Very interesting here. And then Izanami. Now Izanami would be the next modifier that you're really absolutely targeting. Once again, Izanami with Mitsuha is a phenomenal team, so you would want Mitsuha for Izanami to go get that, you know, optimal team comp. But Izanami is going to be the next best DPS that you're looking forward to. And then after Izanami should be Corrupted Kagasuchi, and then into 2.8 with Lu Wu. So that is the banner schedule and what we're looking at. And those are the modifiers that you should probably be targeting and prioritizing. But keep in mind, Aether Gazer, once again, just to reiterate, is a game that you get the modifiers that you truly enjoy and that you want to build up and that you like. So you just target those, and the rest will fall into place for you, right? Anyways, that is the banner schedule. Now, I know some people are wondering when it comes to Mengzheng and Gengchen, the signature functors. I think for both Mengzheng and Gengchen, their signature functors are almost a necessity just because of how good they are. But if you were prioritizing one over the other, it would certainly be Gengchen's. I think hers just does way too much to skip on it. If you take a look right here, the Tianwan modifier's final damage increases by 5%. That's nutty. And then Tianwan modifier's instantaneous melee and range damage increases by 2%. Once again, very tailor-made for Ling Wang and for Jin Wu in that, as well as herself. And the duration before a stagnated enemy can be stagnated again is decreased to 27 seconds. Has armor break to all enemies, increases to 6%. Independent damage dealt by self to lifted enemies or enemies under heavy abyss status increased by 8%. And then when enemies with modifier points appear, increase modifier points by 8%. After exiting modify mode, increases modifier points by 8%. Right? It's just doing a whole lot. A lot of things that you want to have, especially for your team, your allies, and for yourself. So yeah, I would prioritize Gengchen's signature functor over anything else. But once again, it's a game where you build up the modifiers that you want to. So your Mengzheng, to be able to do the most damage and to be able to perform at their highest potential, then you would want to have his signature functor for him. Just because for him personally, it's doing a lot, right? Way more than anything else can do for him. So wind damage increases by 8%. Elemental damage buffs gained from passive is increased. Every 1% elemental damage increases, further increased by 0.5%. When enemies take lightning damage from self within 0.3 seconds of taking damage from self or teammates' wind attacks, decreases lightning res of these enemies by 5% resistance. And then wind resistance by 5% lasts 4 seconds. This effect can only be triggered. Crit rate increases, crit damage increases. You can see, right? There's a lot of wind resistance shred, a lot of lightning resistance shred. Crit rate up, lightning damage up, not lightning damage up, crit damage up. Wind damage up, elemental damage up. These are all things that are very paramount for Mengzheng to be able to do the most damage, right? So this signature functor is going to be essential for him. But once again, if you had to pick one or the other, I would go for Gengchen's, right? And then maybe look at getting Mengzheng's down the road. That's the beauty of signature functors, is that they're always there. So if you need to get it at a later time, you can. You don't have to wait for it to come back around. So that is the signature functor. That is the banner schedule. I hope, once again, this video brought you some value. If you have any further questions, just let me know in the comments down below. I'll be more than happy to answer that for you. Thank you guys so much for all your support. I do truly appreciate it. I'll see you all next one. Remember to stand out, be different, have fun, go further beyond in everything that you do. My name is Cody. You call me further. I'll see you all next one. Bye, guys.